What's up, it's Vince Leo from vinceleo.com, and today I'm gonna film a what I eat in a day video. So thanks for joining me here again today, and if you're new here to the channel, I do a lot of videos around plant-based nutrition, including recipes, taste test videos, interviews, and more. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notifications bell so you don't miss a thing. Now, I received a lot of requests for what I eat in a day videos. I've done one, I believe, in the past during my Trader Joe's week. I'll go ahead and link that video in the description box below. But today I'm gonna do another one, and I'm not gonna show you necessarily detailed recipes. I'm just gonna kind of go over the foods I'm eating, kind of describe how I made them, and if you do want any recipes for what you see, let me know in the comments below. But let's go ahead and do this what I eat in a day video. Now, almost every morning I start off with a glass of warm lemon water. Now, I've done some videos about the benefits of lemon water, which I will also link in the description box below. But basically, I just take some water and I heat it up on the stove, and you don't want to bring it to a boil. You just want to bring it to maybe like around room temperature or a little above, and then I'll just go ahead, add it to a glass, and then throw in either one whole lemon if it's small, or if it's really large lemon, I'll go ahead, cut it in half, and then just go ahead and add in a little cayenne pepper to give it a kick. Now, the benefits to drinking lemon water when you first wake up is that it really just helps hydrate the body, and it also helps remove any toxins that may have built up while you were sleeping. It helps break you from that fast that you had in the middle of the night. So every morning I start off with a glass of lemon water. Now, if you are having lemon water every morning, you do want to try drinking it from a straw and not directly from the glass, since you want to try to avoid having some of the acid from a lemon hit your teeth every morning. Now, for breakfast, just like I have lemon water every morning, I almost always have a big smoothie for breakfast. And one of the reasons I really like having a smoothie is that because everything's been blended and all the food's been blended, it's really easy for your body to digest and absorb. It doesn't have to work too hard in the morning for that first meal of the day. So let's go ahead and go over everything that I put in this smoothie. Now, most of the smoothies that I use have some sort of combination of fruit and greens, and this one I use this antioxidant blend that I found in Costco. Now, if you haven't seen the Costco video I did with Jason Robel, we have a whole shopping series where we went to Costco and Walmart and Trader Joe's and Aldi's, and I think that was it. Oh, a Target. So I'll go ahead and link that video in the description box below so you can check those out. But this ingredient blend has all organic, so it's strawberries, cherries, blueberries, raspberries, and pomegranates. So I usually just add either a cup or two of these into the blender to start off the smoothie, and I use 2 cups in the smoothie for today. Now, another thing I really like about smoothies is, say I only had like half a cup of berries left, or I didn't have any at all, I can take whatever fruit that I have in the freezer and pretty much use it in the smoothie and make some combination taste really good. Now, next I add 1 scoop of something called Glutamine, which is basically just a vegan glutamine powder, and it basically helps with your immune function, muscle repair, and intestinal health. Now, you may or may not know that years ago I was diagnosed with colitis, which is basically an inflammation of the colon. So adding this to my smoothie every morning does help my overall gut health. Now, I usually rotate between either fresh greens or some sort of green powder in my smoothies. And today I used Organifi green juice powder. Now, there's a lot of different options available. Amazing Grass has some great flavors as well. So find just one that you like so you can add it to your smoothie and you know it's gonna taste good. Now, the last thing I did is I added a handful of almonds and a handful of cashews to the smoothie. Now, it will make the smoothie a little creamier, and you could also use bananas, but I didn't have any today, so I couldn't use those, so I went ahead and used the nuts instead. Now, it does up the protein content a little bit, but it also adds calories to the smoothie as well. So depending on what you're trying to achieve, you may or may not want to add the nuts, but that's what I did for this smoothie. Now, one thing to keep in mind if you are having a large smoothie like this, it's basically drinking a large glass of water. So if you do have this whole thing and then you leave the house right away, now depending on where you're going and how far you're driving and stuff like that, you may have to stop and pull over once or maybe twice to use the restroom. It's happened to me, so I know it's there, and I just wanted to make you aware of that. So if you do have the whole thing, be prepared to make a couple stops. And for the base of the smoothie, I just used some water. I didn't have any non-dairy milk in the house, so water actually works fine for smoothies. So use whatever you like in the smoothie or whatever you have on hand. So it's time to have breakfast, and I'll see you for lunch. Cheers. Alright, so I'm ready for lunch, and I didn't have a lot of time today, so I went ahead and kept it simple, and I just threw together a few things. The first one is gonna be a salad. Now, this is just a spring mix, nothing fancy, and I chopped up an apple, and then I added some sprouted legumes, and actually from a company called Vision Sprouts. I picked this up at the farmer's market. It's just a mixture of sprouted lentils and sprouted peas, but they give a nice crunch and flavor to the salad. And then I'm probably just gonna throw on a simple dressing that I'll make myself. A lot of times I'll just squeeze some lemon juice and add in some tamari sauce or soy sauce if you have it. I've done that with coconut water too. I've used tamari and coconut water, or you can even use something with apple cider vinegar. It usually doesn't take long to make a simple dressing that you could throw on a salad. So that's the first thing I'm gonna be having for lunch. So along with the salad, I'm gonna be having some avocado toast, nothing fancy here. Now this bread is actually gluten-free, vegan, and organic, and it's sourdough and it's been extra fermented for 36 hours. It's from a company called Vegan Marios here in Los Angeles. I picked it up at the farmer's market and it's really good. I just tossed a piece in the toaster, put on about maybe a quarter of an avocado on top, and then threw on some more of those Vision Sprouts sprouted legumes, and it's good to go. Now next we're gonna be doing a small bowl of soup. Now I didn't make this soup myself. It's actually from a company called Soleil Soups. And I bought it at the farmer's market this weekend, and I'm seeing a theme for lunch today. It seems like a lot of the stuff that I purchased at the farmer's market this weekend I'm having for lunch, but you know, that's what happens when you need to make something really quick and you don't have a lot of time. And this is actually a yellow split pea with curry soup. And I usually just put a little smoked paprika on top. It tastes delicious, and it's great when you want some soup, but you just don't have time to make your own. So I'm gonna go eat all this food for lunch, and I'll see you for dinner. So it's time for dinner, and I knocked out a quinoa bowl, but I think we could also call this a protein bowl, and you'll see why once we get into all the ingredients. So first I started off just with some tri-colored quinoa. Now this is actually sprouted quinoa from a company called Roots. And I try to have sprouted foods when possible, just because they're easier to digest and you really absorb more of the nutrients that way. And I teamed it up with some tempeh sausage. Now this is a recipe that I actually have on my channel. I'll go ahead and link that in the description box below. But it's an Italian sausage and it pairs really well with everything else we're having. So we'll also have some kale guacamole. So all I did is take some avocado and then I mix it with some massaged kale. So I take the kale, I wash it, and then I massage it just with some lemon juice and mix it together with the guacamole, and it tastes really good. And then I just went ahead and add some air fried potatoes. Now these I just put in my air fryer, I chop them up, and I just season it with some salt and pepper and paprika, and I don't even put any oil on the potatoes. So the air fryer doesn't really have a pan, it's more like a grill plate. So what I do is I just brush it with some oil and then just place the potatoes on top. So the potatoes don't really have a lot of oil in them, and then I just flip them after 10 minutes and they come out really crispy, they get done really quickly as well. And they're just a lot healthier and a lot faster than cooking them in the oven. So let me know in the comments if you want me to do a recipe video for these using the air fryer, but I really find it handy to cook just a lot of different things with. So this is my dinner tonight. Let me know in the comments if you want more of these what I eat in a day videos, and I may be having a dessert later. I may go get an acai, I'm not sure, I'll let you know. But if you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel as I post new videos every week, and join the Fit From Food notification squad by ringing that bell next to the subscribe button. And remember to keep living Fit From Food, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. So I ended up picking up the acai for dinner, and I know they want, whoa, they want some.